Bring the network wild to her. We've done that. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
blah, 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 blah. Hold on a second, I'm gonna turn the light on behind me. There we go. Much better. We have light now. Whatever. Viva la
That's the
Revolution.
spirit. You make your way. A warning. She will lie. We're not going to ignore.
Blah, blah. Proceeding to the cabin. So we gotta do 3
The
more
interior
kills
of the
to get
cabin is almost into the blade. The door. Her voice.
Hello?
Is don't.
Just checking
You
in
are?
on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to...
You walk down the stairs. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi.
Let's talk about this.
Okay. Oh,
She paused.
You
Don't care
can
about
address
any of
me-
this.
like I said, I'm sorry.
Okay, she hadn't.
Retrieve the blade without.
Thank you. You turn back.
Where are you going? You'd better hope for...
Slit. She has to be bluffing. You rush. Okay. If we're sure, you slow. Where the prince is, it just. Your eyes. Where is she?
Close the door behind you.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, it
Investigate the
locks.
arm.
You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you. Her teeth and... Holy shit. What is she?
Fight back. We didn't get that option last
You
time.
roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. She's going to kill us.
Well, she's only got the one arm. We've got that going for us.
Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood, but there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation.
It's not bad.
Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now, don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
Quite probably, ma'am. Quite probably.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade in defense. You find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little slower, a little weaker. You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, she collapses, and you collapse beside her.
How romantic. Also, I love your tiara, ma'am.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. It slips from your numb fingers, lying uselessly on the floor.
Well, we don't need it. She's
This
dead.
can't be how it ends, right? I'm sorry, but it is. You aren't making it out of this basement, but at least you finished the job. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're
we've done
on
the
up, you're
witch
here.
before? Proceed to the cabin.
Oh, she will lie. Don't worry.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
We're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden. That's not actually a bad idea.
I didn't notice who that voice was. Whoops. Alright, let's go down.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Yeah, we're going to try and start her going up the
You
stairs.
can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Fair enough.
Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
It is not, Hive. It is not. I mean, maybe a little bit, but no, it is not.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you?
I mean, not exactly here, narrator.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it.
Voice of the opportunist. You're great.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
I don't think there's any middle ground for the narrator here.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I get the sense you're not happy with me. I'm not giving her the blade. I'm going to be straightforward with my intentions. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. You know what, we're going to be straightforward because I find that one just really, really funny. Well, hi, Cosmos. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now.
This path is already worn by travel, and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again.
What?
Change your course.
What? Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
Hi, good girl.
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests.
Hey, good girl.
If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good little kitty over here. Can't see her, but she's a good girl. She's not a good girl. She's a very bad girl. Aren't we, Miss Cosmos? Yeah, but we're being very sweet right now. Just getting little head pats. You like getting little head pats, don't you? Yeah. Like, yes, this is good. This is good, human. Yes, rub my little chin. I'm a furry girl. I'm a happy little furry girl who's getting attention. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. We slimmed down. We're not as fat as we used to be. Good girl. Good girl losing weight. She was very fat.
She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember?
Good girl. Good girl.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
It kinda does.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but you could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
The only mistake I ever made was thinking you would help me. And I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
She'll peg you. I mean, she might.
Well, that leaves us at a stalemate.
But unfortunately, I need you if I'm ever going to leave this place.
Love it when a woman realizes she needs me against her will. That doesn't sound right. But we're gonna go with it. Did you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
We are in love.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay, well, she's not that kind of girl. Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
Okay, she's a furry, but she is kind of hot. You have to admit that.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
You gotta love her little tsundere face. I can fix her, Ive. I can fix her.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we
No.
can't have that. If anyone is
No.
going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Yes.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go up first, or we stay here. Up to you.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
We are going to
Eyes
stab
on the
her in
back of her head? Does she really?
Can we pull her?
No, we're fine.
Voice of the opportunist.
The princess
Has a lot of
pointedly turns
personality.
her back on you and starts up the stairs.
Step onto the stairs.
You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs. It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do it now! Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
Oh, that's an amazing idea that I totally never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. I'm not going to praise you, but I am going to stab her in the back.
Oh, you're no fun. But at least you get how important it is that we leave this basement at the top of the pecking order. You plunge the blade deep into the princess's back, driving her to her knees amid the roots. Would you look at that? No need to thank me. But, you know, please do thank me.
Of course you'd betray me the moment I turned my back on you.
Yeah, that was very predictable.
Don't think you're leaving here alive, wretch.
I don't.
She shoves you in return, sharp teeth clamping around your ankle as the two of you tumble down the uneven stairs in a hastening flurry of violence and loathing. You separate with a bone shaking. You're still in shock. Wait, why won't I'm afraid you're back? You know what? I'll say.
Did you really think you could stab me in the back without suffering the consequences? Fool, fool, fool. You're such a ridiculous fool.
I mean, you're gonna die down here too. Damn. Thought I had you there.
The princess lets out a mocking laugh.
I could see your scheme twitching in every muscle. I understand you too well for there to be secrets between us. We're the same creatures at our core. Spite runs through our very marrow. By our very natures, only one of us can make it up those stairs unscathed. Better me than you.
At least we can all agree that it was a good idea to make her go first. How? Well, she was going to betray us, wasn't she? And we struck first.
Exactly.
Our back is broken, but we gave it our all. No regrets. Besides, she's got to have it as bad as us, right? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Yup. Oh, that phase.
Oh, so she does have it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Yeah.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
I think so. Baby.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. The world could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long...
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel... cold.
And she gets taken away. Yep. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Remember your
She's
friends.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
It's going to be okay, blah, blah, blah.
But it feels iffy.
See on the other side, it's going to be okay.
Okay. Finally, we're going places.
What's in here? Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always looks at you. Blah, 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 blah. What do we look like? You've withered. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. See the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tide. All of me is changing.
Okay, whatever. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Great. I'm ready to get back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.